Hello friends, this is Raj Sastry from Raj Option Trading. Today is November 11, 2021. Let's do a quick market prep for tomorrow, November 12, 2021. So with that, happy Veterans Day. Thank you for all the veterans for the service and we'll jump in here. We'll do a quick market update, look at the beaten down stocks, look at stocks with the high short ratio that can create a short squeeze, look at low price stocks here. I know many of you like to trade low price stocks. And also let's look at the top stocks to sell put options with the high IV percentile, and look at insider buys and institutional buys. And also let's look at TTM Squeeze, where we can really buy some great stocks which are going to go higher. So with that, let's jump in and get started. From a market update perspective, as you can see here, today Dow Jones Industrial Average came down mainly because there are concerns about the hot inflation data, and there is supply chain shortage and labor shortage. That's why all these Dow stocks, which are industrials, they came down. Whereas Nasdaq, which is tech heavy, it went higher because these folks don't typically software companies and many of these technology companies, they can do better in that environment. And also we got S&P 500 barely higher, as you can see here. So with that, it's a market is in two different minds here. The big industrials are going down, the technology and biotechnology are going higher, and we got S&P 500 deciding where to go. With that, from a futures perspective, as you can see here, we have slight rally in the futures, not too big. This can change overnight, but at least right now there is a small uptick in the futures market. And we got crude oil, gold, silver, even VIX. They're all down here. VIX being the fear index, as you all know. So with that, let's jump in here and look at few market updates. From a major news perspective, we got here lost down ride. They post a narrower loss here, but they had to push their pickup production to later in 2022 due to chip shortage. As you see, your stock went higher today, up 23%. I think it's a good one here. At this time, probably it's good to wait a little bit for this to cool off. In one day, 23%. That's a huge uptick here. And then you got Blink Charging here. Blink Charging is a EV charging play here. Stock soars by 10%, as you can see here. We got nice 8% pop, and its stock has been doing great here. You could still buy some Blink Charging given RSI is just 54 here. And then we got Grow Generation here. Cannabis picks and shovels type play here. Shares sink on the revenue view here. As you see here, Grow Generation dropped by 3% today. Right, RSI is 49. I think it's good to slowly pick up this stock here. I think this should do well as we go forward. And then you got Bumble here, the dating website. Shares sink here despite of beating revenue estimates here. As you see, Bumble is down big time, big tumble in Bumble here. I would say it's a good time to buy some Bumble here and take it from there. RSI is 38, tells the stock is completely oversold here. And then we got Disney here. Disney's subscriber growth slows here and may slow until next summer. Stock came down here. As you can see here, Disney is down by 7% here. RSI is 53. I'll be buyer of Disney at these levels here. They got a lot of things going on. They got Park, they got Disney Plus, ESPN, and a lot of things going on here. It's a big company, so that's why some news like subscriber growth can send the stock down here. As more and more people take vaccines, Disney can come back to life here. That's why it's good to slowly buy Disney stock at this level and go from there. And then you got Beyond Meat here. Beyond Meat has been coming down off late pretty hard here. They got a poor quarter here, weak outlook. They also have some supply chain issues. Stock is 81. This used to be 100 plus dollar stock here. It's down big time, as you can see here. I would say it's okay to slowly start nibbling into this stock here and go from there. And then you got Dutch Bros here. Dutch Brothers is a coffee chain here. As you can see here, they got a nice pop here, 5.9% pop here. RSI is 51. You could slowly buy into this. Maybe wait for a down day here, then you can buy some Dutch Bros here. And then you got Paysafe. Paysafe is a fintech company here. Stock is falling very, very hard, down 41% in one day. Ouch, that should be hurting here. But at this time, I think all the bad news is already baked into the price here. I would be a buyer at these levels here. This should bounce nicely as we go forward. And then you got Oscar Health here. It's a health company here. Stock sinks after earnings miss and medical ratio spikes. So as you see here, big huge drop today, 24%, 25% here almost. I would say slowly buy this stock. RSI is 50. You could slowly accumulate and take it from there. So with that, now let's jump into Thinkorswim platform and look at few stock charts and then go from there. As you look through here, we got ES S&P 500 futures. It's doing great, as you can see here. Two down days here. Now it's deciding where to go here. As you see here, there is a slight uptick here. That may be a slight opening tomorrow when the stock market opens. Nasdaq, after two big down days here, it's also having a small bounce back here. As you see here, futures is up 35 points here. And Dow Jones Industrial Average is a little bit weaker of the averages here. It's also trying to decide where to go. Right now it's up 47, as you can see here. And Russell 2000 is also a little bit weak here. It's up 1 point here at this time. It's also trying to see where to go from here. With that, let's jump in and look at the bonds here and see what bonds are doing. So from a bond perspective, as you see here, bonds are trying to open slightly higher here. Bonds had a two down days here. Now it's trying to open higher, as you can see. And as you see here, we got interest rates going higher here. TNX 10-year is going higher. So you got to be careful. The moment 10-year goes higher like this, that could spell some trouble for the stock market here. Inflation fears will be coming, back here with the TNX jumping here. As you look through here, crude oil is trying to decide where to go here. 3 down days. Tomorrow could be a slight down day or flat. It's good to watch how crude oil does. As you all know, as crude oil price goes higher, more and more of these American companies and even foreign companies, they will start drilling more and more oil. So that will normalize the price typically. So we have to watch how this plays out here. That's why I say don't buy at the top here. If you want to buy some selective names and take it from there. And gold is doing great here. As you see here, some nice uptick here. I'm slowly selling some of my gold stocks, waiting for a next pullback here, and then we can buy that again. So with that, let's look at a few stocks and go from there. As you look through here, we got a big name here, Apple, $2 trillion plus dollar market capitalization, having a little bit tough time, as you can see here. So Apple, as you see here, RSI is 48. So you could slowly buy Apple at these levels here. It's a good buy at these levels and go from there. Anytime RSI comes below 50 here, that's a good buy for Apple. I would slowly start accumulating here. And Microsoft is a rocket ship here. RSI is 68. I would not touch this at this time. Let it come down. It's almost at the overbought territory here. Let's wait for a little pullback here. Amazon.com here, RSI 55. This one is okay to slowly nibble here. I would even wait for a little more pullback and then buy this one. And Facebook, or Meta should we say, Meta is down, as you can see here, a little bit inching a little higher. I think Meta is a good one to buy at these levels here and go from there. This stock will always find ways to come up. Let's look at one more chart here. As you look through here, Google is doing great here. RSI is 54. I think it's good to wait for a little more pullback here and then go from there. Netflix is pulling back pretty nicely here. I think we should wait for a little more pullback and then buy. It's trying to bounce off of its 50-day moving average here. Let it come down a little more, then we can buy. Nvidia is a rocket ship here, super hot. RSI 77. It's overbought at these levels. I would not just touch this stock here. It always comes back here, takes some breather. That's the good time to buy. J&J on the other hand, it's good to buy right now. RSI is 48. J&J is trying to stabilize here. I would be a buyer of J&J at these levels. And let's look at a couple more here. All right. So we got Lockheed Martin here, defense contractor. As you see, a stock is coming down pretty hard here. RSI is 40. I would be a buyer of this stock here at these levels here. It's a good buy. And we got AbbVie here. AbbVie is a little high. RSI 65. I would wait for this to cool off a little bit and then jump in. Accenture is a rocket ship. It's been doing great since a couple of years. I would say buy on a little bit dips here. It's a good stock to own. Right now it's overbought territory. I would wait for a little pullback here. And CrowdStrike is a great stock here. Right now it's a little high for me, but it's okay to buy. This is a growth stock. It always finds a way to go higher. Cybersecurity is always in fashion, so that's why it's good to buy some CrowdStrike here. And let's look at a couple more here. Now we got some of these retail stocks like Home Depot and Lowe's here. RSI is around 61 and 64. Both are super hot here. I would wait for a pullback here. On the other hand, TJX is okay here. RSI is 54. You could slowly buy some TJX at these levels. And McDonald's is a little hot for me. We would wait for a little more pullback here, and then we can buy McDonald's. And let's look at one or two more here. All right, we got JP Morgan, the financials here. JP Morgan is RSI 49. You could buy some JP Morgan here. And Goldman Sachs RSI is 47. You could buy some Goldman also here. And Square is a great buy right now. RSI is 35. Stock is really beaten down. Look here, anytime it comes down like this, it's a good time to buy. Right now, I would say somewhere here we got some support level here. I would be a buyer at these levels and take it from there. PayPal came tumbling down big time here. RSI is 21. I've never seen PayPal with a so low RSI here. It's a great buy at these levels and take it from there. And let's look at one more or two more here. Now we got our EV place here. Tesla, as you see here, came down pretty hard. RSI is 55. I think it's slowly okay to start buying some Tesla on down days. And NEO is a great buy here. RSI, right now it's 42. It went up a little bit. NEO is a great buy below 40. It kind of bounces back and forth from 40 levels. Below 40, you could buy NEO and take it from there. And we got Lucid here. It's a little bit hard for me. I would wait for a little pullback here and then buy Lucid. This is supposed to be a Tesla killer. We'll see how it goes. And then we got Fisker here doing great. I would not touch it at this point here. Let's wait for a pullback. RSI is 75, super hot at this time. And we'll look at one more chart and then jump and get into a few more things. We got Paysafe here. Paysafe is a fintech play based in UK. Stock dropped big time, huge big drop here, $3 drop. That's a huge 41% drop here. I would be a buyer of Paysafe here and go from there. They got some great things going on around gaming area. They're making some good progress there. And Bumble, a dating site here, came down big time here. I think expenses are increasing. RSI is very low here. I would be a buyer of Bumble at these levels. And we got Beyond Meat down big time, down 12 here, 13%. You could slowly buy some Beyond Meat here and take it from there. Granted, they're still working through their supply chain issues. Stock can pull a little more, but it's a good time to slowly buy and accumulate. And then you got Disney here. Look here, huge big drop here in Disney stock. There's a concern about subscriber growth at Disney. I think Disney is a good one here. As more and more people get vaccinated, Disney can stock can go higher. Folks will always visit the theme park with the family. I think that's when this company will start making a nice comeback here. So with that, now let's jump in here and look at few stocks here and go from there. I'll close this here and get into spreadsheet. So as we look through here, we got let's go into ETF to begin with here. From an ETF perspective, I will go relatively quickly here so that way we kind of look through few things and go from there. As you see here, we got the emerging market. So money is flowing into emerging market. Normally you would see SPY at the top with the high volume here, but today see here we got EEM here, emerging market. So money is pouring into emerging market. So that's a little shift here from US based indices to MSI here. So we'll see how it goes. I think it's a good one here because EEM is dropped off like 11% from 52-week high. It's natural that some money flows into EEM here. And then as you scan through here, we got XLF financials is a little bit weak here. You could buy some financials, and energy is down here. We could buy some good energy names also. Utilities are down, and we got here XOP again. Oil is down as usual. Off late. We got XME, precious metals are also down a little bit. RSI 54, and then you got here XLC. Think about social media stocks; they're down too. So with that, let's look at one or two more trends here and go from there. So what we'll do is we'll go here and look at some trends here and go from there. All right, so from a major trend perspective, let's go here and look at some few major trends, and it's already sorted by volume here. You got clean energy, great volume here, getting some traction, getting some strength here. And as you scan through here, keep watching the low RSI candidates here. You got a few more TAN here, which is solar. Solar is a little low RSI, and we got ARC. Human genomics is a little bit low here. You could look at that area also. And you got biotech here. Biotech is also low here. You could buy some great biotech stocks on sale. Cannabis is on sale, as you can see here, evidenced by growth generation going down today. And we also have ARC financials a little bit down here. RSI 41, you could buy that one too. And we got cloud names here. Finally, cloud names have come down a little bit, given there is some concern about this inflation. And we got ARKX space ETF is also a little bit down. RSI 53, and you could look at even this is again space ETF. Social media is also down. You could look at some of those names also. So with that, we'll also quickly look at the countries and then go from there. Let me turn this back up again and look at a few countries. All right, so let's sort this and just look at a few countries. There you go. So it's a sort. Let's quickly sort this by volume here. As you see here, money is flowing into China. China has got a huge volume here. Normally, I would see SPY on the top here. SPY is right here with the 34 million shares traded, whereas China money is flowing in here. We got 55 million shares traded in the Chinese large cap ETF here. And then you got emerging market, and Brazil is also taking some great volume here. As you can see here, it's increasing. Price is increasing with the high volume. That means there is some strength here. Money is flowing out of this US markets to some of this overseas market here. And as you can see here, even KWeb, Chinese internet names, they are also doing great here. And we got Russia, is a little bit low RSI. And as you scan through here, we got one more here. South Korea is a little bit low RSI here. You could still buy some South Korea here. As you scan through, we got a few more with the EWA, which is Australia. UK is down a little bit. You could look at some of these names here and buy either the ETF or some of the companies stocks under the ETF and take it from there. So with that, now let's jump into the stock market here. Look at the action today and see what we can do. As you see here, let me quickly sort this by 1 day performance here, so that we will see what stocks have been dropping in 1 day, and then we can sort it differently as usual. So as you see here, we got 1 day here drop, price drop. Let's quickly look through here. Do I have any filters here? Let's quickly have a volume filter here. We want to make sure we got high volume, or volume greater than 1 million shares traded, and we can go from there. All right, we got our volume set, and let's quickly see if we have any other filters here. All right, we don't need just S&P 500. Let's get all of these. There you go. That's much better here. And let's do one more sorting here and go from there. All right, let's give it a minute. Okay, now we are in business. As you see here today, we got Paysafe here, UK-based fintech play, down 41%. That must be hurting here. I would say at this time it's okay to slowly buy some Paysafe here against the common grain. Be a contrarian here and take it from there. This company does not have a sales growth yet, as you can see here. In 1 year, there's some sales growth, nice gross margin. We'll put some money here and take it from there. And then you got Bright Health here, BHG. It's also similar story here. There's no sales growth. There is some gross margin. I would probably shy away from this, given gross margin is a little low for me, and there is no sales growth. Oscar is one more similar candidate here. Stock is down big time. There is no gross margin. You could be a contrarian and buy some Oscar, but I will shy away because there are so many great names here. And then as you scan through, we got few more down big time. We got Bumble here. One of my favorite at these levels. Nice gross margin, as you can see here. We got founder at the top of this company here. I would slowly buy some Bumble at these levels here. And we got Circuit here, as you see here, nice sales growth. Nice gross margin here. Net margin positive. You could buy some Circuit at these levels and go from there. And then as you scan through, we got few more which are down big time here. Beyond Meat, as you can see here. We got Shortage, again a great company here, down 11%. You could buy that one too. And we got few more as you scan through here. 3D systems here, 3D printing play, down big time. It's a good one to buy. You could buy some DDD at these levels and take it from there. As you scan through, we got few more here. Room, big time, down here 9%. We got few more. We got TXMD here, very low price stock here, down 14%, 7% here, and so on and so forth. Now what we'll do is we'll actually sort it by a 10-day drop here. That way you can see what's going higher as we scan through. So with that, let me sort this a little differently. Instead of 1 day drop, let me say 10-day drop here, so that we can see some trends, what's bouncing back of late. All right, let's give it a minute. All right, now we got a 10-day drop. As you can see at the top, we got DCPH, a biotech play here. After dropping big time, it's even today it dropped a little bit, but drop is a little bit less here. I think at this time it's trying to consolidate. I would be a buyer of DCPH here, given nice sales growth and nice gross margin. And we got a few more here as we scan through. We got Chug, which is an online education play. This is also a good one to start accumulating slowly here. Even AMRS here, nice sales growth, nice gross margin. Stock is bouncing back in 1 day chart here. Even Kala here, little very small cap stock here, $63 million market cap. It's bouncing back here. It's good to probably slowly buy some Kala also here. As we scan through, we got a few more here. We got Peloton trying to bounce back slowly. This is also a good one to buy after this huge big drop here. And Paysafe, I would be buyer here at these levels here. And as you scan through, we got a few more. We got Best here trying to bounce back a little bit. Best is a good one to slowly buy. I actually accumulated few Best stocks as it went down. It's nice to see that there's a nice pop here. As you scan through, we got a few more here. Zillow Group trying to even down today. I think Zillow is a good one to slowly accumulate at these levels here. As you scan through, we got a few more here. What we'll do is even Bumble here. It's a good one to buy also. What we'll do is we'll go after the quality here. I'll start putting some filters here. Let's say gross margin greater than 10%. Basically go after some better names here. And we could also say sales growth quarter over quarter positive, so that way we get positive sales growth companies here. Now we are kind of going after some nice better candidates. As you see here, we could look at DCPH, a great stock here. You could buy that. And we could also say debt to equity ratio less here. Let's say less than 0.6, so that way we get a little better candidates here. There you go. I think you could look at some of these names here. We got DCPH, Moderna. Moderna, as you see here, right now RSI is 26. It's a great buy at these levels. I would be slowly buying some Moderna here. Lightspeed, after dropping off big time here, it's trying to consolidate at these levels here. We'll see how it goes. It's good to buy some Lightspeed at these levels here. And BDSI, very low price stock here. A nice sales growth and gross margin. You could buy some BDSI at these levels here and go from there. It's done nice 65% in 5 years. And I got AWH here. I love this stock here. It's a little stock, $2.57 here, low market cap, nice sales growth, nice gross margin. Looks like these guys missed their earnings. They've done nice in 5 years. I would be a buyer of this stock here. Just $2.57, low price stock here. Nice sales growth and gross margin. I would be a buyer of this stock here. Then you got one of the great stock again, Digital Turbine, trying to bounce back here. It's a great buy at these levels here with the RSI just at 38 here. And then you got a few more as you scan through here. I would be a buyer of stock like Schrodinger. XLX is a great one at these levels here. And you got a few more. Keep watching here. All these RSI levels are low. I did not put any filter. I think all these are low here. Great buys. Look at stocks like PayPal here, trying to stabilize, as you can see here. A great one. Activision Blizzard, after dropping a lot, now it's trying to go higher. Great video game play here. You could buy Activision Blizzard at these levels. NLS, this one came down big time yesterday. Today it's bouncing back a little bit. It's good to see it's bouncing back a little bit. And then you got a few more here as you scan through here. You got some great stocks like GPN and DDD down big time here. Teladoc has scanned through here down again. It's also a good one to slowly accumulate. No rush, but slowly accumulate. And we got a few more here. We got Chinese play here with the solar. This has gone up nicely. I would not go after this one at these levels here. Let it come down a little more. And you got Anaplan, great planning software here. They're down a little bit. I would be a buyer of Anaplan at these levels. And then you got PAGS, which is a great Brazilian fintech play here. You could buy this one at these levels. And I got a few more as you scan through here. What we'll now do is we'll also make it a little more restrictive. And let's say we want positive net margin. So you'll now see even better quality companies here that are making money, not the money losers. Now the list is becoming shorter, as you can see here. Now we are getting little great, nice companies here. And many of these companies have dropped big time in last 10 days, as you can see here. You could look at these companies and buy them. All great companies here. All of them have got low RSI, as you can see here. As I scan through, we got a few more stocks here. You could look at these names here. Some of them have got high RSI, like Fortuna Silver here. I would probably wait for a little pull back on that, but otherwise You could go after these names here and slowly accumulate. So Pinterest here trying to it's still down but trying to go higher in 5 days. That's a great stock here. Tesla right now it's RSI is 57. I think it's probably good to wait for a little pullback and buy some Tesla here. And as we can scan through, we got nice stocks here. We got Alibaba. Alibaba is trying to go higher slowly. This is a good one to buy at these levels here. Insight, one of my favorite stock here. You could buy at these levels. Stock has come down nicely here. And we got a few more here. Dynatrace after dropping off last month or so is trying to go higher here. It's good to buy some Dynatrace, which is a cyber security play here. And let's scan through. We got a few more here. Now, we are getting a few more great stocks here like Adobe, Cisco, and so on and so forth. You could look at these names and go from there. So now what we'll do is we'll do it this little differently. Let's look at stocks with a high short ratio and see if we can make some money squeezing some of those shorts here. So what I will do is I will remove this filter here to begin with, and we will keep our gross margin filter here. We can remove our net margin filter. All these stocks have got high volume greater than 1 million shares traded, so very liquid stocks here. Now we'll sort this by short ratio here and get the high short ratio candidates at the top and go from there. All right, so as you see here, we are looking at a high short ratio stocks at the top. Let's give it a minute here and go from there. All right, keep watching. We got a short ratio here. Ignore the first few because there is no short ratio yet. Let me go up here. So now we got here go to big five sporting goods. Some of these have gone up so nicely here. I would not look at these names here. Let me just put a filter on the RSI here. I will say RSI less than 51 here, so that way we don't see very high RSI stocks here. So as we scan through now, we got a little better candidates here. Go to, we got RSI 44. Stock has been up nicely of late. Chinese video game, Chinese online education plays are coming back slowly. This one is a great one. You could buy this below $3, sell it as it goes higher. It's a great trading play here. Works very well. And we got a few more tattooed chef here. It's coming down off late here. It's a great one. They're trying to expand, internationally. I think we could slowly buy some TTCF at these levels. And we got Smile Direct again, a little bit high leverage company here. They got some debt on their balance sheet, but at these levels you could buy some, tattooed chef here. And as you scan through here, tattooed chef looks. Let's see here. Debt to equity is not too much here. This Smile Direct has got high debt to equity ratio, which has got a little bit high leverage on their balance sheet. And then you got to see here we have some more. The key here is really make sure short ratio is high. At the same time, the RSI is low, and you could go after the little more better candidates here by putting a filter on the quarter over quarter sales growth. Make it greater than 0% here. So now we'll start getting a little more better candidates. You could look at these candidates here. Look at Tiger. Had been accumulating some Tiger up nicely today, as you see here. And we got these names here with the nice quarter over quarter sales growth. And we could also say debt to equity ratio less than 0.6 here. So you'll eliminate a few more candidates here and go after good ones. As you see here, now we are getting some of the great names here. You could look at these stocks here with the high short ratio still and low debt, and nice sales growth here when it comes to quarter over quarter sales growth and gross margin. And you could go after these candidates here and buy them safely. As you can see here, short ratio drops up pretty quickly here. We are now getting to 10%, 9% pretty quickly here. So I think I would not go below maybe 7%. I would stop there and take it from there. Nano Dimension has dropped big time, now trying to improve. As you can see here, I would be a buyer of these stock at these levels here. So with that, these are the high short issue stocks you could still buy here. Avoid the ones which have gone up so high. Wait for them to pull back a little bit. But other stocks you could buy slowly and accumulate. So with that, now let's look at a few more trends here. So going back to our slide here, we talked about a few things. We took a look at beaten down stocks. We looked at high short ratio. Now let's focus on the low price stocks here. So as we go here, let's remove some of these filters here and start looking at the low price stocks. Let's keep the gross margin filter again. That's a good one here. We can even keep the debt to equity also, and RSI is a good one also. Let's come here and say we want to say stocks with the price less than $15. Now we'll see, great stocks with the low price here, like go to PBTS, all very low price here. Keep watching here. They got low debt on their balance sheet, and they got low RSI. Tells you stock is down, beaten down at these levels here. And you could also, take it a notch higher and say quarter over quarter sales growth positive. You will knock off some more weak candidates here. There we go. Now we are seeing, great stocks here with nice sales growth, as you can see here, low debt ratio. You could go after some of these names here and accumulate. I was, I bought some candy other day here. I think it's making some nice move. That's good here. Today I bought some AWH. I think it's a great buy. We'll wait and see if this can bounce higher. And even Tellurian at these levels, it's a great play here. Yesterday it was down big time. Now it's going higher a little bit. And we got a few more here, and then DM here, Nano Dimension, great play here, and we got a few more. So what we can do now is, you could go down the list here, so you can quickly take a peek at this here. Veru is again a great stock. I love this one also, making a nice move as you can see here, and we got a few more as you can scan through here. ATER, it's trying to make a small comeback here. I'm sure this will go higher slowly. And we got SRGA, again a great play here. You could buy some SRGA also at these levels here. Any, as you can see here, RSI 60 49, you could still buy some any at these levels here. Nice institution buying here. So with that, what we'll do now is we'll say net margin greater than 0. So you could see if there's any positive net margin companies which are stronger candidates here. We'll get a much shorter list here. As you can see here, these are the great stocks, still low price as you can see here. And look here, nice sales growth, quarter over quarter sales growth, nice gross margin, low RSI. Tells you right now stocks are beaten down. I think this is the way to go. The moment you see some yellow here, be a little more cautious. You could avoid these names here, given they've gone up so quickly, so fast. You could look at other candidates and buy them. So with that, now let's take this off here and look at the next set of candidates here. And next, let's look at top stocks to sell put options and see if we can make some money selling some put option. So if you're a put option seller, you want stock price to be a little higher. You want that to be about 30. Let's say greater than 30 here. So you can make some premium selling put option here. I will keep these here. Let's remove this here for now. Right now we are saying gross margin greater than 10% here, and net margin is also positive here. Net margin positive will put some more pressure on this here. To begin with, let's go with the gross margin here. I'll take this off here. Now we are getting a lot of stocks here. Let's sort this by high IV percentile at the top. All right. Now we are getting all the high IB percentile candidates at the top here. You can see 19.6 for Anaplan. You could sell some put option under the stock price here, make some money. We got JAMF. This has been down for a long time. Good to see it's 41 here. You could sell some put option here. RS, IB percentile is 94, and we got PAX here, one of my favorite play here. You could sell some put option here also. I would say I would go maybe up to 42 or so here. Below this, it's not worth selling put option. You could sell some put option for these candidates here and still make some nice premium money here and take it from there. And next we'll go back here, look at our next list here. Let's look at insider and institution buy here and see if we can buy along with these institutions and make some money that way. So what I'll do is I'll keep my filters as it is here. I think these are the great filters to have, and let's sort it by insiders to begin with. All right, so let's see insider buying here. Let's say here inside, and we want largest at the top as usual. There we go. So now you see all these insider buys. Oops, there is not too much here. Let's see what's our sort here. Okay, I think some of these filters are being a little bit restrictive here. Let's take off some of these filters and go from there. All right. Still no takers. Let's remove this debt to equity filter and see if it brings more here. Nothing much. RSI filter also off here. Let's give it a minute. All right, now we are seeing some candidates with the high, insider buying. Many of these have got a little higher RSI. That's why it did not show up in the past. I love stocks like Sentinel One here. It's been trying to go higher, as you can see here. Great cybersecurity play. I've seen this stock down at 50 or so. Even up here, it's a good one, but I would apply some caution here, given stock has moved so much here. Same story with the CPE here. It's gone up so much here. I would wait for a little pullback. And then you got Warby Parker, your eyeglass company here. RSI is 56. This one you could buy even up here, given stock has dropped off a little bit. And then you got Asana, again a great company here from one of the co-founder of Facebook or Meta. At this time, I would see here it's done nicely here. I would wait for a little pullback before I buy Asana here. And then as you scan through, we got OGN here, 13% insider buy, and RSI is 59. You could also buy this slowly here. And then you got one of my favorite companies, Vertex Pharma here, VRTX. RSI is 53 here. You could buy this great company. It's a good one to buy at these levels. And then you got Elanco Animal Health. It's a good one to buy. RSI is just 50. You could buy up here. You got Toast here. Toast is a good one here. A little early companies, just IPO'd maybe a while ago. 21% gross margin. You could buy this one also slowly here. Probably, after this, it's all low percentage here. I would not venture into other names yet. And now we'll sort this by institution buy here and see what institutions are buying and go from there. We want largest at the top. There you go. So you'll get huge big list. There are a lot of institutions buying, some of these names here. We'll whittle down the list, filter it down as you go forward. There we go. We don't have so many here. Institution, we got few of them with high, high ratio or high institution buying here. Again, Warby Parker, both insiders and institutions buying. RSI is 56. I think it's a good one. You could buy with these insiders and institutions. We got one more here. Uh, Vix, it's just $32 stock here. RSI is a little hot for me. Stock has made the move already. But if you look at apps here, Digital Turbine, great one to buy at these levels with a low RSI. You could still make some good money here. And you got Digital Ocean or DOCN here. Little high for me. It's gone up nicely. I would wait for this one a little bit. Let's look at Freshworks here. RSI 39. You could buy some fresh work at these levels here and take it from there. And from there onwards, it's a little bit low here. Mass here, 908 device. You could still buy up here. RSI is 45. This stock has not done much of late, as you see here. And we got Coinbase here. Coinbase also has got some nice insider buy. I love Doximity also here. Doximity has gone up a little high here. RSI is 48. You could still buy some Doximity here. Coinbase is a little hot. I would wait for a little pullback here, and afterwards it's all a little bit lower, lower institution buy. So next, what we'll do is we'll look at maybe one more here, TTM Squeeze, and we'll end it there. So what I'll do is I'll keep these filters as usual. Oh, you know what? I got my price filter here. That could be the reason why we did not see a lot of these things. Let me take this price filter off here. Now we'll see more more names. What we'll do first, we'll look at the high insider buying because we had price filter earlier. Let's say large insider buys here. All right, now you'll get more listings here because we got this price filter off right now. You get a lot of stocks with nice insider buy now. All right, let's give it a minute. All right, look here, we got lot of these great stocks with lot of very high insider buys. Keep looking here. We got some low price stocks here. Is ALZN, even AEI, which is a great one. I've been buying some of this name here. Great home builder with nice insider and institution buy here. I'm sure this will go higher as we go forward. We got few more. Keep watching. A lot of low price stocks here. You could buy these along with these insiders here and make some money. So I would whittle it down here by saying RSI less than 51, so that way you don't burn yourself with the high RSI candidates. Now we got a little more manageable list here. You could buy these names here, and if you're a little more conservative, go after the ones with nice sales growth here. The one with the green background, those could be stronger candidates here, and go from there. I would probably stop at maybe 7-8% here. I would not go below 6%. You could look at buying some of these names here, and go from there. Now let's sort it by institution buy here. So we'll see what are the great names where institutions are buying and go from there. All right. Now we got all these great stocks with the low price. Many of them are low price here. Institutions are buying, nicely here. You could buy these along with these institutions. We also have low RSI filter on here. These are low RSI candidates. The ones with the green background, they are the one with nice sales growth and nice gross margin, satisfy rule of 40, could go with them also. And many of them have got high short ratio, as you can see here. Few of them have got high short ratio, could be good candidate for the short squeeze here. As you scan through, we got few more. I would stop at maybe 8% here. I would not go below the food chain here and go after these guys here. Poshmark down big time. Now it's trying to come up here, a good one to buy at these levels here. And we got a few more as you can scan through here. Next, what we'll do is we'll look at we will look at TTM squeeze stocks here and go from there. Let me put these filters off here. All right, we could take all these guys down here, hide them, and let's just say we want to see only the squeeze candidates here. We got squeeze filter. Let's say we want to see only squeeze filters. Now this will give us nice stocks with the TTM squeeze, either 1 day, 3 day, or 1 week, or 1 month. As you scan through here, the way to think through this is really when you see a TTM squeeze, if you see a nice 1 day or 5 day upswing, that tells you this stock can go higher. I mean, you could look at the actual swing TTM squeeze chart, or you could just go by you know uh, the upswing here in 1 day or 1 week. That also indicates it's going higher. So as you scan through, we got RDW, GOED, a little bit upswing here that tells you, hey, you know what, this is trying to go out of its trading range. At this time, you could still buy. And for stock like Meta here, MMAT, Meta Metal, not the Facebook Meta, it's a material stock here. It's also trying to go higher in 10 days here. It's got a nice 3 day squeeze. You could buy this one too. So many times it's good to look at the chart here to really understand nicely and understand better by looking at longer term C wave. But you could also do back of the napkin by looking at how it's moving in 1 day and 5 day. And stocks like COS here, if it's gone up so much here in 1 day, I would avoid this and go after the ones which have just trying to make some progress slowly. I would go after those candidates and take it from there. And as you scan through, we got a few more. Fiverr, one of my favorite here. And as you scan through, we got a few more. Neo has got a daily squeeze here. It's went up in 1 day. You could buy some Neo at these levels here. And as you scan through, we got a few more great stocks. Electronic Arts, one of my favorite. It's got a monthly squeeze that tells you this stock can go higher for a few more months to come. As you scan through, we got a few more here. Clean Energy, a great one here. Match.com, also 3 day squeeze here. This also can go higher. Anaplan, again, there's a squeeze forming in Anaplan. AFMD, a great stock here. We got some squeeze forming here too. You could look at that one also. And we got a few more as you scan through here. You could look at these stocks also. Virgin Galactic, Richard Branson's company. It's also nice uptick in 10 day here. We got a daily squeeze. So you could look at these names here and slowly buy some of these names. Even Apple is a great stock. It's also has a daily squeeze here. And I think as you see here, 1 month it's high. You could look at if you just for the ideas here, let's take Apple as an example here. And we don't have Thinkorswim here, but you could look at Apple and see how is the long-term C wave here. Given Apple is a little bit weak in 1 day, 5 day, and 10 day, probably Apple will be on the weaker side here. Probably it may not be a good candidate to go long here, but you could buy slowly and accumulate and take it from there. So with that, thank you very much. Happy investing and trading. Please subscribe.